Carmanah. It's the real name. Indians call it. And we lived there so many years. It was so nice to us anyway. Carmanah. It's the real name.
As the great ice shields melted 13,000 years ago, the old-growth forests of British Columbia began to emerge. Streams formed, meandering across flat valley bottoms, depositing silt and carving canyons through deep ravines. In valleys close to the coast, in rich alluvial floodplains beside wet, shaded stream beds, Sitka spruce sprang up. Nowhere are there more wondrous examples of old-growth Sitka spruce than in Carmanah Valley, a natural watershed, an undisturbed 27-square-mile ecosystem. Today, the forests of Carmanah stand as they have for thousands of years. I've never seen Carmanah. I hope to. However, there is a sad but very real possibility that I never will. Like so many of the world's remaining virgin forests, Carmanah Valley is threatened with immediate destruction. Carmanah Valley falls within Tree Farm License 44, which covers more than 450,000 hectares on southern Vancouver Island. Macmillan Bloedel, BC's largest forest company, acquired the TFL in the 1950s. When the BC Forest Service approved MB's most recent 5-year working plan for the tree farm in December of 1984, no mention was made of logging Carmanah. Just weeks after the opportunity for public involvement had passed and the plan had been approved, the Forest Service gave MB permission to transfer portions of the harvesting quota from the north of the TFL into the Carmanah Creek area. By the spring of 1988, 150 hectares at the headwaters of Carmanah had already been logged, and MB was pushing logging roads into the center of the watershed. Clear-cut logging, which already scars so much of BC's landscape, was an imminent threat to the Carmanah spruce.
When we discovered that M&B was building roads at breakneck speed, we moved right in. We sensed that their strategy was to log the area as quickly and quietly as possible. We started building trails to get people to the bottom of the valley. We knew that if people saw the forest there, that they would know that the area must be saved. As public awareness of Carmanah grew, M&B announced that they would stop all logging and road construction in the valley. But they didn't like people heading into Carmanah, and they didn't like the trail building. They did everything they could to stop it.
Good to see you. Yeah, you brought the good weather with you.
Hi. Hi. Oh, so how's it been?
Oh, it's good. Hi, Callie.
So what happened anyway?
Well, Macmillan Bloedel gave us a letter.
Oh, let me see.
It's a cease and desist order. They want us to stop building the trail.
To whom it may concern, please be advised that persons engaged in unauthorized construction activity, including trail construction, within the vicinity of Carmanah Creek are to cease and desist immediately.
These activities are unauthorized and therefore illegal under the current management and working plan and under the current cutting permit for Tree Farm License 44. Sincerely, Macmillan Blodell Limited, Franklin River Division. D.F. Ben Dixon, did you stop working?
No, we didn't.
It was pretty rough on the first crew. They lived on the logging road, and it rained every day. But it didn't take them long to get a rough trail down, and within 3 days you could get to the valley bottom. The logging road was hell. The valley bottom was heaven.
Push this trail right up the valley, boy.
Who cooked supper today?
Oh, I don't know. Chicken on a spit. That's what we're going to have.
Not Joe. He cooked lentils last night.
Oh, not lentils again.
Yeah, lentils again.
On Canada Day, a caravan of 150 hikers camped together in the valley bottom by Carmanah Creek.
We could share it.
If I had to compare it to something, I'd say it was a bit like walking through Alice in Wonderland with all the moss and the trees, etc.
And we don't realize that all the power, all the food, the very air we breathe, the very water we drink is all dependent upon the forest.
I've lived on the island here for 9 years, and I have a property up there near Parksville, and it's all second growth. It's good quality land. The woods don't feel anything like this bush here does. This first growth forest is really magnificent and different. I don't get out hiking very often because there aren't very many areas that I find that are accessible that I really want to go and see, you know, because it just doesn't have the same kind of feeling as this does.
While there has to be people making money from cutting down trees, that doesn't mean they have to cut the last big trees that people have been fortunate enough to find down simply because they're worth all that money. There's got to be more to it than that.
It's more fun to climb a tree than it is to climb a stump.
The more people we get in here, the better. It was really nice to see family down here, kids playing in the water, you know, people sitting around campfires having sing-songs. It was really nice. I hope it's going to keep going on for a long time.
The trail building in Carmanah raised questions which were eventually taken to the Supreme Court of British Columbia. The question was, who has what rights regarding forest land which falls within a tree farm license?
Macmillan Blodell brought an injunction application based on trespass. They alleged that the committee members were trespassing on their land and constructing trails. Their injunction was seeking to restrain the committee members from carrying on with their construction project of building the trails in the Carmanah Creek area.
Macmillan Blodell claimed that, as the holder of the tree farm license, they have a right to exclusive possession of the tree farm license area. The court did not agree.
And we've always contended it's just a license to cut timber, exclusive license to cut things, but it didn't affect the public's right to use the lands in other ways.